Hello, witches. Today I'm going to be talking about the spiritual significance of the ocean and the divinity of it. But before I take you to the beach, I think it's important to understand why the elements are so important to witchcraft and what the element of water really is about. In our tradition, nature spots all hold different energies, and those energies boil down to the four elements of fire, earth, air, and water. Understanding what these elements really do and how to draw on them for certain purposes is part of our craft. Water is last in the sequence of the four elements, and so it's really about the ending of a cycle. And it teaches us that we need to release and let go and surrender the old, surrender the past, accept what has been and what is, in order to cleanse and move forward into the new cycle. Water also always flows downstream, and it flows over, under, and around things that are in its way. So it's really about non-resistance and going with the flow of life. Water also connects us to the creative, the psychic, and the emotional realms. And it's about being receptive in picking up those energies that are unseen and that are under the surface of things. There are many variations of how water expresses itself in nature. Like obviously there's the beach, there's rain, there's creeks, rivers, ponds, wells, but astrology actually divides water into 3 different parts. So this helps us understand the element itself. Cancer is about the shallows and about the connection between land and water where they meet on the beach. Scorpio is connected to the water table within the earth, which is deep emotional feelings that we can draw up from within. And Pisces, of course, is the great expanse of ocean, the great expanse of emotion and spiritual connection that we can access through water. In the rest of this video, I will be taking you to the beach with me, and we'll be talking about Cancer and Pisces energies, because of course they are connected to the ocean and the beach. And just a bit on how to connect with the water element and why you might need to connect with it. I'm also really excited because I'm going to be doing a little ritual as well, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. So as you can see, I'm at the beach at the moment. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about Cancer and Pisces. Cancer deals with attached relationships, dependency, family life, and is very retentive and always remembers the past, but specifically the emotions that are attached to their memories and their past. It is connected to the shallows where the ocean and the land meet each other. This is about not getting too deep within the water realm, but instead using the emotional connections with people to sort of cope with life in a way. Cancer is ruled also by the moon, which obviously rules our tides, and the moon is really reflective in the way that it reflects the sun's light back to us onto earth, and water also reflects what is above it. So it's really about reflecting on our past and reflecting on ourselves. It's almost like they're both feedback loops, I guess, or like they're ways to get feedback in understanding ourselves and understanding what we need to let go of and release in the water realm. So Pisces is about your relationship to the human collective but specifically whether you have a connected and positive relationship with the collective where you feel like you are one with the collective, or you could also be cynical and disconnected from the collective. This is connected to the ocean because the ocean is all water source. So when it comes back and returns to the ocean, it is the individual returning to the collective in a way. And Pisces is about feeling unified and connected to the divine, as if you are just a drop in the ocean. It's also about universal love, forgiveness, the collective unconscious, and the imaginal realms. The symbol of Pisces is two fish connected by a ring of stars, and one fish is swimming towards the spiritual realm, the divine, and the other fish is swimming towards the mundane. This is about the connection between the spiritual and the physical realms, and that you cannot have one without the other. If you feel disconnected with water, you can feel like you can't let go of the past. You can feel unforgiving and rigid, like you're battling uphill in life. You could feel like you're trying to control things too much, or stressed, clenched up, disconnected spiritually or creatively. Or you might feel the need to release an old cycle, something that has just ended in your life, and you need to release so that you can move into the new beginning. When you're at the beach, you can actually automatically connect to Pisces and Cancer energies because you're immersed in their essence, really. So if you feel prone to zoning out, or your mind is easily emptied at the beach, this can be a sign that you're naturally attuning to Pisces energy. And so if you tap into that and let it sort of take you along the journey of getting psychic downloads or creative downloads in that way, just really relax into that process. If you want to connect more with the Pisces energy, you can swim and float in the ocean, but really try and stay present in the fact that the ocean is your connection to the Great Mother Divine, and relax into that connection and sink into the feeling of flow and connectedness. If you're struggling to let go of the past, or you're feeling unforgiving about things that have happened to you, you can sit in the shallows of the beach and really just allow all of that negative energy to flow and seep out of you and into the water. Let the water take it for you and soften you and make you a bit more forgiving. Once you have cleansed and released what no longer serves you, the trick is to be able to bring that back into your everyday life, which can be difficult, but that's really the task, isn't it? Is integrating these energies back into your life more than you have been before. I am personally trying to open up to receive more spiritual guidance, but I'm also working on letting go of my tendency to try and control things too much in my life, so I decided to do a small ritual to connect me with the energy of the mermaids. Mermaids are the creative or psychic force that is able to dip down into the depths of the creative and spiritual world of water and bring us back messages to the earthly realm of the land. Mermaids are also both fish and human, representing the connection between those two worlds, and act as gatekeepers of the other world of water, the mysterious world that holds energies of creativity, feeling, and interconnectedness. Working with mermaids is mainly about opening up to receiving their wisdom, and by honouring them, we are asking them to show us a way into their magical realm and help us gain a deeper understanding of the spiritual energy and wisdom in nature that is much larger than we are. To honour the mermaids, I left them an offering of shells and little ocean treasures that I had found for them, and in return I was asking them to assist me with my intentions and connect me with the aspects of water that I need to bring into my life more. So as you can see, I am making a little altar out of the shells and things that I collected right near the ocean's edge. I'm doing this just so that when the tide comes in, it will be able to take my intention, my offering to the mermaids away with it and bring it to them. I'm not really doing this in any rhyme or reason, but it's just kind of whatever I felt called to make in the sand at the time. But if you wanted to do some kind of specific shape that matches your intention or a sigil of some kind, you can totally do that. That will make your spell a little bit more powerful, I think. So next I am writing my intention into the sand with a stick that I found on the beach. And I wrote this right where the ocean and the land meet, so the tide will take this intention away with it. I'm writing about letting go of my control and my rigidity over how things come into my life, and really just connecting with the ocean and allowing the ocean to take this intention in to its tides and bring it back into my life. As we know, what goes out in the tide always comes back in, so recognizing and using that energy to your advantage is really important, because the energy that we send out into the universe will always come back to us as a mirror in our own lives. So the ocean just helps to remind us of that vital lesson. We cannot always control exactly how things come into our life, but we have to trust that in whatever comes, we will learn great lessons from it, and we can always control how we react energetically to things that happen. Thank you so much for watching, witches. I really appreciate you being here. I hope this video helped you in some way, and I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you next time.